Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm back with another episode of my wedding series, and today's episode is going to be about makeup artists and hair artists, because I guess you can separate the both. So makeup artists and hair artists are so crucial to your day. I mean, in so many different ways, including the obvious, which is they are going to make you look like a princess on your day, or however you want to look like. But they're not only just good for makeup and hair, they are so crucial in terms of how you feel as well. So if you're not vibing with your makeup artist, if you don't trust your makeup artist, if you're not sure about how you're going to look like, if you're worried, like that can all play a big factor into your day. And makeup artists are there to also help calm you down in a sense. So if you find a makeup artist that you feel really comfortable with, then go for that person, because at the end of the day, on your special day, they're the ones who hold such a big part of your day in their hands. Because if you don't feel like you look good after the makeup and hair, it's just not going to bode well for the rest of the day, is it? And I've seen it happen with my clients, and I've had to calm them down, tell them that they look beautiful and things like that, but they just don't enjoy the day because they don't like the way they look, which is really sad. So you have to obviously put the time and effort to research into what makeup artist you want. It's completely up to you if you want to have a separate hair artist. I feel like that's a new thing now, like going for someone that specializes in hair only. And I can see the benefit of it, because obviously while you're getting your makeup done, you can get your hair done at the same time, and you actually then get ready quicker, and then you have more time for your photo shoot with your partner, to do your first look reveal, all of that kind of stuff. But then if you've got like a cocktail evening planned, or you know, whatever you've got planned, you've got more time to do the things that you'd like to do, like chilling with friends, for example, or chilling with the bridesmaids, however you want to do it, to be honest. So it helps in that sense. Obviously it's going to be more costly for you because you're spending now more money on two vendors rather than just one vendor. Because if you just go for a makeup and hair artist altogether, you know that you only have to really trust one person, be comfortable with that one person, and you know, okay, like at least my money's just going to one person, it will be probably cheaper because it's a package deal. There are lots and lots of benefits. There's pros and cons, but it's honestly up to you in terms of your personal preference on what you think you'd prefer. Makeup artists and hair artists are also crucial to the day because they can essentially calm your nerves down. It's a massive day and loads of people get cold feet, or not even just cold feet, they just feel really nervous, like, you know, all this planning has gone into this day, and now that day is here. Like, what if things don't go well? What if that doesn't turn up, or what if this person doesn't turn up, or what if this person doesn't do their job, or what if the flow of it doesn't go right, or what if people don't enjoy the food, what if people don't enjoy the date? Like, there's so many things that could go wrong, and people really, you start to hype it up on the day in your brain. And to be honest, I was very much like, whatever I can't control it now, because it's my wedding day. I'm not going to now sit there and try and control aspects of the day, because I just physically can't. So I was like, whatever's going to happen, it's going to happen, and I just let it go. But I know there's a lot of brides that can't do that, and so that's why you really need to pick someone that you're comfortable with. Because if they're not the same energy as you, for example, if you're a bubbly person and you pick a quiet makeup artist, it's just not going to feel like vibes. It's just going to feel a bit off. And I feel like that's a very crucial part of your wedding day as well, because you spend a lot of time with your makeup artist and hair artist. You spend a lot of time chilling, vibing. Obviously you've done a trial with them, like you're getting to know them. So it's like, by the time it gets to this day, like this is something that your makeup artist and hair artists are also looking forward to, because it's like, this is the day they're going to doll you up. So it's just like, there's so many factors that go into it. So you really need to make sure that the person that you're spending 3+ hours with is someone that you actually genuinely would want to be friends with and want to vibe with. And I think that that plays a massive part into your day, which loads of people don't factor in. Also, like, a lot of makeup artists now are getting booked without a trial, and I think if you want to do that, kudos to you. Like, for me, if I was following a makeup artist for X amount of years and then I decided, you know what, I'm going to go with this person for my wedding day or a special event, I wouldn't need a trial, because I'm like, I know their work, I'm happy with their work, and that's fine. But A lot of makeup artists nowadays, they just want you to book without a trial in general, because obviously they're getting the money, they're getting the deposit, they're booked, it's great for them. But you need to do what is right for you at the end of the day. For me, obviously, as I was going through COVID, a lot of my makeup artists weren't free. They were unavailable because everyone was getting married, doing intimate weddings and this, that and the other. And I genuinely struggled to find a makeup artist. I literally went through all the people that I've been following for years. None of them are free. So by the time I started looking at other makeup artists that I weren't as familiar with or didn't really know that well, there was no way that I was going to book them without a trial, because I didn't know them. I didn't know their work. I wasn't comfortable with them, and I needed to book a trial first. And I did miss out on a lot of makeup artists because they were like, there's other people wanting to book me without a trial, and I'm like, good for them, but that is not going to be me. Like, I have 2 wedding days and I need to make sure I look good, because I don't want to be looking back at these pictures thinking I did not like my makeup. And because I would stay true to myself and I was adamant I needed a trial, I ended up booking a makeup artist that I'd never heard of before, but who is very well experienced. I had just never come across her before, but she was amazing, because even though her Instagram is full of light-skinned people mainly, and I wasn't sure, is this going to bode well for me? I decided to go on a whim. Even the trial day, I mean, trials are different depending on the makeup artist you book. Some do half face, some do full face, which I never even heard of, because I was like, why would you do half a face? Because you don't really know what you're going to look like. But apparently that is the thing. My trial was literally mainly my eyeshadow and just matching foundation, and that was pretty much it. It was quite basic, and it was £90, which I thought was quite extortionate pricing for a trial, but that was 2021, so I can only imagine how much it is now in 2025. But that's things that you need to think about. I mean, I think a trial is worth it, so no matter how much it costs, just go for it if it's definitely someone that you're unfamiliar with as well. Or even if you just want to feel like, okay, now I at least know what I'm going to be doing on my wedding day. So there's so many benefits to booking a trial. But yeah, I had really no idea. But one of the main things about my makeup artist that I loved is that she enhanced my natural features without caking me. And that was one of the biggest compliments I got from my wedding looks, is that everyone said your makeup was amazing. And there were so many people that then booked my makeup artist based off my look. They loved the makeup. And I think that's a true testament to how good a makeup artist is. Hair wise, she also did my hair, because like I said, I found it just easier to just go with one person. And whereas I was booking through COVID, I didn't really have the time to then split it and be like, let me find a hair artist now. It's just easier for me. But obviously that's personal preference. I think in general, because of inflation and recession, like most vendors have put their prices up, and obviously as it's a new year, like those prices will increase as well. I think the best thing that you could do when inquiring with a makeup artist is just search around. I mean, I had like my top 3 or 4 makeup artists that I inquired with, because these are people that I followed for years, really much like their work. And then there are makeup artists that don't respond to you, so it depends on how long you're willing to wait. I would really try to book your makeup artist in advance. That would be one of the first things that I do. I know that I said you should watch these episodes in order, but makeup artist is something that you should do generally, if you can, towards the start, which is, this journey is still towards the start, I'd say, in terms of wedding series in general. So I think it is beneficial to look for a makeup artist first in general, because they do get booked up quickly, and loads of people are now, like I said in the venue episode, are booking their makeup artists and their venues like 2 years in advance. So the popular ones that you'd really want to go for, and maybe the ones that you're most comfortable with, their dates might already be gone. So you need to prep in advance of, you know, booking a makeup artist that you like. Only real advice I'd say in terms of booking a makeup artist when it comes to price is, obviously the price varies from makeup artist to makeup artist. You've got your newcomers that will obviously give you a better price, and you've got your well-experienced people that will probably charge you an arm and a leg, but will be worth it for it. So it's completely up to you in terms of price point. But I think for me, for Hindu, I paid about £600, and for my church wedding it was £400. And bearing in mind, because I didn't change my look from my reception, £400 for the whole day. So if you are going to change your look, that will probably be an added expense. So think about all these kind of things. In terms of the price, yeah, I mean, it depends on what you'd want to spend, but I find that if you try to book one makeup artist for all your events, they're going to give you a better deal. It's going to be more of a package. They might give you a discount. They might give you add-ons. So for example, with the Hindu wedding, some makeup artists, they offer to help rent jewelry for you. So I think my jewelry was hired by a company, I can't remember now, which I will, when I edit this, I'll add the name. And they were really good because my makeup artist helped me pick out the jewelry with my saree colors, and that was so useful for me because I'm terrible when it comes to jewelry. I'm such a simple person that I have absolutely no idea what colors go with what. But she sent me pictures of all the jewelry and we matched it with my saree, and that was only £100. And I think maybe renting your jewelry is probably a better option. I know a lot of people buy it, and one of the problems I have now is because my saris are such unique colors, which if you watch the episode before this, it was all about saris and what colors I chose. And because it had copper and rose gold and things like that, I now have to wear kind of pure gold with my saris, which probably doesn't look as great as the jewelry that I picked on the day, which was more rose gold, coppery, antique vibes. So that is obviously a con of if you're hiring out your jewelry. But I know a lot of people do tend to buy their jewelry now, and why not? I guess it's a keepsake, it's a memorabilia that, oh, this is what I wore on my wedding day. But that's another thing that your makeup artist can give you. And they can also help with flowers, hair flowers. So my hair flowers were all provided for, and jewelry was provided for. And I know a lot of makeup artists don't usually provide that. You usually have to find your own, you know, jewelry person, and you have to find your own hair flowers and things like that. So these kind of things you can get with certain makeup artists. I definitely inquire what they can provide. Sometimes you pay a bit more just to get a better service. So it's all about getting more bang for your buck, really, in the makeup hair world. In terms of hair artists, I don't really know too much about that subject in terms of hair artists alone. I think that's something that obviously needs to be researched, but there are quite a few people that I've worked with now who do hair, and I will link that in the description box below, certain pages that I follow that I know really good. But I think obviously with Hindu weddings, it's a lot more harder to do your hair. So definitely find someone that's got ample amount of experience, and you know, you've seen their work on Instagram, TikTok, their portfolio, whatever it is, and you've seen that they can do the hairstyle that you want, because that's a big thing. My hair was actually done by my makeup artist's 14-year-old daughter, which you may think, what? You trusted a 14-year-old? But honestly, she was so good. She's been watching her mum and going on all these jobs, and to be honest, I kind of had like a hair artist and makeup artist separated, because whilst I was getting my makeup done by her mum, the daughter was doing my hair. And if you look at the last episode, you'll see my hair looked really good. So I will put a separate picture here of my hair. And that was done by a 14-year-old. I mean, I can't even barely plait my hair, let alone do a bun and then add flowers. So kudos to her. If you don't want your hair done by a 15-year-old, then obviously that is your choice. I think with all vendors, but especially makeup artists and hair artists or MUAHs in general, you need to get a referral from someone, because a lot of the times we follow people on social media and that's not exactly how they're like in person. As you guys may know, social media is fake in a sense. So you really need to ask around, ask your friends, ask your families, people that have used the makeup artist that you're inquiring with. Find out what they really like in person. Are they a nice person, or is it all a facade? You know, what is their work actually like in person? Is it just the pictures? Have they put a filter on it, or does it actually last the whole day? Does it look good in person? Because that is what matters. Same with the hair. You know, like I said in the start of the video, you need someone that you can vibe with. And if they're really not that type of person, if they're actually quite horrible in general, not a pleasure to be around, because you need to think about, they're going to be around your family as well at multiple events. Is this someone that you would like to bring into your family, like on your special day? It's the best thing you can do is ask for reviews, and no one posts bad reviews anymore, especially not in the wedding industry. So make sure you ask around, find out who people recommend, and I would say that's the best thing you need to do. And you also need to find someone that can actually pleat well, because my makeup artist is known for pleating well, and honestly that was not something I really thought about. But in my pictures after, I noticed that all the pictures look so good and my saree looks amazing because she knows how to pleat really well. So make sure you look at those kind of things as well, because a lot of people, they do their hair, they do the saree, and then it falls apart within 15 minutes of you doing your kura change, and when you're taking photos, and then one of your family members is going to have to redo your hair and saree, and that is not what you're paying so much money for. So you need to think about these things and just really do your due diligence, research, get recommendations, and I think if you do all of that, then whatever else happens is out of your control. But if you just go through all those tick boxes, then trust me, you'll feel more at ease and have a better peace of mind. Also think about distance, because makeup artists, you would rather have a makeup artist that doesn't live too far away, because obviously that's not going to bode well for you. If they're traveling 3 hours to get to your house, it's not the best. So try and find someone that's local to you as well if you can, or if not local, at least within 1 hour timing wise. I think that's majority all the tips I have for makeup artists and hair. I feel like it was quite a short video, so if anyone else has any tips, or if I even think of any more tips, I'll just add it in the comments and pin it below. But I hope this was a useful episode for you. Thank you for watching as usual, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.